Hey, this is Rick Reichert bringing you another awesome Rock on the Range moment. We're dealing.
All right, we are on the tour bus, Pop Evil. They're playing later today on the Monster Main stage. I'm sitting with Lee, the lead singer. He's supposed to be on vocal rest, but he saw the hat that he gave me last time we saw him.
I saw it. But yeah, no vocal rest now when Ronnie's here.
I like the sexy raspy.
He's just got that mystique.
Yeah.
Just like Antonio Banderas.
I like it.
Yeah, it's just
So you see the hat, right?
I love the hat. I gave her this hat, and it looks awesome on you to this day.
Thank you.
I love it. You look so good today with
Thank
that.
you.
Love it. Love her hat. Let's go. Yeah.
December 19th is when you guys were back in Columbus. It was at the Newport Music Hall for the Blitzmas.
It was insane, sold out, and I'm still like coming down off that buzz.
Are you kidding?
Columbus fans were just so on fire. It was pure adrenaline. Can't wait to come back.
And Lee, you walked on the crowd again, which was amazing. Are you doing that today?
I don't know. I'm going to feel it out. I mean, it depends on this rain delay that's going on here. But you never know what's going to happen. If you don't know, you should have been here. Find out if I'm going to walk on some hands today. We're going to see.
That'll be a little bit slippery, but you won't hit the ground no matter what. You know they'll catch
me. They'll catch me. It'll be fine. Turn into a little crowd surfing or something.
What have you guys been up to since we saw you in December?
Lots. I mean, we finally got, overseas. It's been a big struggle to get the band finally over there.
Where'd you play there?
Everywhere. From Poland all the way up into Scotland. So we did the whole European route with Five Finger Death Punch, our brothers, and they were great to bring us out. It was just, if we could be out with anybody to be our first time in another country, why not Five Finger? They were great. We're so close with them. So they kind of showed us where to go to the bathroom, where not to go, and where to eat, where not to eat late night, because everything closes at 11, and we definitely eat after 11. So it was cool, man. It was great to just not only be over there playing music, but to just kind of, be able to see just the history. It just reminds you just how powerful music really is, to extend the boundaries of the big pond, to go over the pond and play music that you create for other people around the world that want to enjoy it. It's a reminder that we are working hard and there's a lot more work to be done, and people are counting on you now, and that's a responsibility that we definitely don't take lightly.
Now, is it like the coolest thing in the world to create a song and then have the crowd sing it back to you?
No, it is. I mean, you can't get away with as much, because if you mess up a lyric, they'll be like, hey, you messed that lyric up. I'm like, I wrote it. I'll sing it how I want to sing it. But no, you gotta, the people, once you release a song and it becomes, popular or successful, that song means people's lives. It means people's falls, Christmases, springs, summers. It means memories, and it becomes a part of their lives. And I think about the songs that were a part of my, youth and a part of me growing up, and something. It's not even just about the band. It's about that song and that moment in time and what I was going through and overcoming. And it's important to sing the songs to be on vocal rest if you need to be, because you'd rather be drinking or partying or big party on the bus, right? No, but I think there's.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, we definitely don't do that anymore. So it's no, but it's been an interesting year about the band learning how to stay healthier on the road, and the bigger the band gets, we play longer, and there's more demand, and there's no amp on our voice, so you got to make sure that you're trying to eat healthier and to just be smarter, because the fans are counting on it. And, we want to be there for the fans.
Talk to me a little bit about Torn to Pieces. I know that one's a real special song for you, and I know it gets the crowd every time. Talk a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
I think a funny story that people don't always know is I kind of fought in the beginning to not have the song on the record, just because it was, again, and people ask all the time, what do you play on your guitar when you go home? And I don't play any Pop Evil songs when I go home. I'm playing new stuff, or I'm writing songs that, again, as a writer, you're writing stuff that kind of helps you deal with everyday pain and frustration. And Torn to Pieces was a song that I had originally started writing in 2007, and then it all changed when Dad passed. I rewrote it all, and finally every time I'd go home off tour, I would always play it for me to kind of allow me to kind of heal internally. Played it for the guys, made the mistake, or fortunate, I played it for the guys, and they just loved it, and wanted me to demo it with them when we did Onyx, and of course it became a great demo, and now it's become a big single, and now I have to play it every night. So but ironically, the fans and how people have received it, and just seeing all the just pouring of support for not only the band, but for myself personally, from the fans. I mean, it's been a type of healing that I never knew existed, and I feel very, I guess, when things are working in a different, higher power, so to speak, that the song was always bigger than me. It was always bigger than the guitar, and you know, it just feels like, wow, you know, some higher power was working to let me come to peace with, you know, the pain of the loss of a parent. Just the loss of anybody is hard enough, but of a parent, especially, you know, my dad being my best friend, and in my opinion, the sole reason why I'm able to do what I do. You know, it's a chance to kind of immortalize him in a way that, you know, one last, I love you, Dad, peace, you know, forever. He'll always be, when people are singing the songs when I'm dead and gone, it's a way that, you know, they can always kind of, you know, think of their loved ones, as well as, you know, I can think of mine too. Again, special song. I could keep. It's hard to really kind of put a precise, cool definition about it, because every time I start talking about it, my mind just wanders, because I just start thinking about Dad, you know, and how awesome and how excited he'd be to be here at Rock on the Range. So you know, but it's awesome to see so many people remembering their loved ones with this song, and anytime you can help, that's what's up.
And the song speaks for itself, and you can relate it to brothers you lost in war, you can relate it to family members, you can relate it to just about anything, and I think it came when it was supposed to come. You know, it wasn't, it came at the right time. That's why it took you all that time to play with it, like it, mess around with it, and then when it happened, it was like right when I needed it.
Totally right. You know, and I think you couldn't have said it any better. And you're exactly right. It's about, the thing that I love about the song now is how it's just, you don't realize being a singer or in a band how many people have lost people close to them, because you just see people having a good time all the time, and to know that you're not alone, I think, is a very refreshing and comforting thing. And the fact that it's helped that many people, and you can see it daily and nightly singing the song, it's the right thing to do.
So when you were overseas, you mentioned Poland and all that. Did you have a favorite place? Like maybe not so much just a crowd, but a favorite city or area that you were in that you really, really loved?
A lot of them had the crowds to back it up. I mean, you know, I was afraid to go to Paris because I didn't want the crowd to let me down, because I love Paris, and that was one of the best crowds on the whole tour. Paris was just totally electric. Milan, Italy was electric. Poland was, I mean, there's so many places. Germany was just, I think we did 6 or 7 shows in Germany, so it was just great to finally not only just get to rock over there with them, but to just take in the culture and how different, but also the similarities that they have to the States is what was exciting, and to share those differences, even their taste in different foods, and even their different McDonald's, different menu items. You know, you live off McDonald's sometimes, you know. I don't know, I'll just get the McChicken, I'll be alright. Chicken nugget, you know, chicken nugget. But no, it was cool, you know, just to kind of you know, live your dream, being over there. I mean, you always think when you write your songs back in your crib or in your house back in the golden era, which was when you were still a music virgin. Yeah. When you just, it'd be nice to be in a band one day, get to tour and play a show like Rock on the Range. And now here it is, but it'd be nice to go overseas and play. And you know, here it is. So you know, it's definitely comes at a price and a sacrifice. And again, man, it's just good times. Hopefully we can expand on that.
Pretty cool to get over there, play your music, and then also immerse in the different cultures and stuff. Like you said, the foods and what they drink and how their McDonald's are all different. Yeah, I mean, the reason I say McDonald's is that's really the only thing open late at night. So it's either that or a Donner, which we call a Euro here, but they call it Donner over there. So it's if you eat a Donner at 2 a.m., you're gonna wake up with some grumble stomach. You're gonna be in Trubs. You're gonna be in Trubs. So make sure you got a nice bathroom nearby. There's no pilot or truck stop around those parts. So. When we were on our way to the bus, we were joking about, well, you know, pooping. Yeah. And it's like, no, you don't poop on a tour bus. You just don't do that. You can pee and shower and all that, but you got to go and hit a truck stop for that.
You got. We don't have the grinder toilet. That's when you know you've really made it, when you have a grinder. I think the story that I remember here with Lil Wayne had a grinder, and so anyone could just poop as much as you want on that bus. So I want to be on that bus. So I don't have to go. But we still got work to do to get the
So we're like talking about, you know, Paris running food. We're talking about
pooping.
Songs that are awesome, and now we're talking about poop.
It always comes back to that.
So Lee from Pop Evil, again, this is Rock on the Range. This is actually the 8th Rock on the Range. 2nd one in a row sold out, which is pretty cool.
Yes,
and you're
I think it's our 4th.
Yep.
So 4th or 5th. So I mean, they're just best show of the year, man. It's one of the best. Other than that when we come back to Columbus, I mean, it's always, everything's sold out lately in
Yeah, I
Columbus.
know. It's because
Columbus
Pop
knows
Evil's
how
in
to
the
rock.
damn bill.
I
Yeah.
like hearing that.
So Onyx has been a beast ever since
Yeah.
it came out. I mean, I remember when I first got it, it was song to song to song, and it was just better and better and better.
Right.
And it's really just got its own legs because of your writing and the performances that you add to it. I love it when you're walking on everybody's face. I can't wait.
It's just the process. I think about all the stress, and I think we had less time to do it. We had to make the biggest record of our career, and we took a lot of different risks that we weren't, not even that we weren't able to do in the past. I don't know if we were capable of it. There's one thing to be a musician, and there's another thing to be a studio musician. And the longer you do it, you get more comfortable about, working with A-list producers like Johnny K. And he was really a blessing. He really kind of just opened the doors and just let us make our record this time. Where when we did War of Angels, he was kind of instructing and teaching us how to make a real record. And now with Onyx, he let us do that. And I think the success, I like to believe, is that we were having fun for the first time, I think, in our career in the studio. I know it's only 3 records, but it was just a different kind of support system internally from us as brothers, and to being like, hey man, what kind of ideas you got? On the guitar, let's see. Okay, well, that's a great sound, but what kind of tone are we going to get out of these amps? Oh, that amp's not good enough. But being able to kind of say to someone like Johnny, nah, man, I don't like that. We're the ones that have to play this for the rest of our lives, not anybody else. So I think with that mentality, kind of allowed us to take risks that really paid off, because we were excited about taking those risks, and we weren't afraid to put out a song like Trenches or Deal with the Devil and Now Torn to Pieces, and hopefully it continues. I mean, we're still in the cycle with the Onyx thing, but we're looking to the future on the next record to and even step it up. I mean, I think with the new guys like Chachi and Nick, it was their first time. I mean, they were real green in the studio, so now they're being veterans now in their leadership. I mean, I can't wait to see what the next album can really hold, or what's in store for the Pop Evil on the next one. We also have, continuing to the tribute, we have a special remix version of Trenches we're going to do. It's going to be insane. We're bringing out the legendary DMC, Daryl McDaniels of Run DMC, and we're doing the remix. We've only done it one other time.
Oh my God.
And it's going to be awesome. You don't even know. DMC in the building, in the tour bus building area, in the back lounge area. Run DMC, Pop Evil, Rock on the Range, the Blitz.
Good sign off.
Vocal rest. And of course, the men and women, Lima Company, the Marines, the military, all in one. You grip it like this and you harness it, and you vocal rest. Yes.
I was kind of going like that. That was just weird.
That's
I'm sorry.
or natural.
Or
Well, depending.
I know.
Not for me. No, it's not.
Zeke.
This is more for me.
This is what.
Oh, it fell out. Okay, whatever. Yes.
Oh God! Did
It wasn't
you see
even
how
plugged
that
on the
just
whole time.
happened?
Wasn't even plugged.
Oh my God! I hope
It's
it was.
in there. It's in there.
Okay.
Well, the mic finished. That makes sense. I don't know if I can say that. Well, the mic had a good time. Thanks a lot. We didn't get anything in return. I guess just watch Sports Center.
It's getting hot in here. All right, me and Pop Evil hit the stage at 3:50
Yes.
this afternoon.
Yeah.
Rock on the Range #8.